Welcome back to another episode of Kate and Isaiah Living Large. I'm Isaiah.
And I'm Kate.
And on this episode, we're going to talk about awareness days. Do we need to have them for everything? Do they work? Are they hitting the proper target audiences? Who knows? But before we begin, what's new? What is the haps?
You know, a lot has happened. As we know, I had my birthday on our last episode.
You did.
And then my official birthday went well. I hosted trivia. It was a pretty low-key night. Lots of people came out and I felt all the love on the internet and in person. And yeah, it's just been a really good week. And my big headlining show is on Saturday.
Ooh, that's right.
So 4 days from now.
And I will be there now. Officially.
You will be there. Thanks to Gab Fader.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That worked out pretty well for you, didn't it?
Not really. Now I have to go.
Yeah, now you do have to go. That was funny. What happened was our friend Gabby, who used to work at Big Tide, she messaged me and she was like, I bought tickets. I don't want my money back. Do you know anyone who needs them? I was like, well, I had just left here after recording. I was like, do I ever know someone? And she's like, I'm so happy it's going to Isaiah. Because it's also someone she knew. And
yeah,
that all worked out. I'm sad that Gab won't be there, but
no, I'll be there. Me and the wife.
Yeah, I'm so glad.
Yeah.
And that's good time. Another gig coming up on April 11th in Hampton, and we're raising money for recreation for the VA Center. So, like, seniors' homes are, of course, provincially subsidized, but their recreation is not. So, some people who are not just bedridden want to do things that are fun. So, we're raising some money for that.
Then you have pickleball court?
I don't know. And sometimes I think it's just outings and stuff. Like they want to go to the mall or they want to go.
My mom always said that she wanted to be put in an old folks home while she could enjoy going on the outings.
Yeah, that's so funny. That's the opposite of so many. I want my friend group. And what else? Oh, I've got some other big ones coming up too. I have the Second Chance Band, which is an offshoot of the St. Mary's Band.
Yep.
They're celebrating their 10th anniversary on April 6th.
Ooh.
And I used to play with them, and so they don't currently have a trombone, so I'm going to sit in with them for their concert, and I've been rehearsing with them.
Nice.
So we've got that concert on April 6th, celebrating 10 years of adults learning how to play band instruments.
Oh, man. Nerds.
No. Really cool people.
Yeah. Nerds.
Yeah, whatever. You're jealous.
A little.
And so that'll be kind of fun. And then on April 9th, the St. Mary's Band is headlining a concert with a couple of the Harborview High bands.
Oh.
Not your nephews, I don't think. It's the two senior bands.
Yeah.
And there's one kid who's been playing drums or playing percussion with the St. Mary's Band, whose name just escaped me. But he wrote a piece of band music.
That's cool.
He's in grade 12. What a cool kid. And he brought it to his teacher and was like, hey, if I write this thing, do you think that we'll be able to, one of the bands will be able to play it? Or do you think you'd give me some tips or something? And so she was like, yeah, of course. And probably thinking, I don't think this is going to work out. Because it's not easy to write orchestral band music.
No, definitely not. It's not easy to write music in general.
No. Comes back a few days later and she looked it over and was like, oh, this is really good. And her only suggestion is that the tuba needed to be an octave lower. And so that's a pretty easy fix. And we played it at St. Mary's Band on Thursday night. And it was the first time he'd heard it on real instruments versus on a MIDI file, however we say that, MIDI. And what a moving thing to happen. The piece is called Rebirth, and it's all about his time, how he started high school and he didn't really know who he was and what he was doing, and things were pretty chaotic, and how he kind of found himself by the end. And it's actually a really beautiful and moving piece of music.
Cool.
And I got teary-eyed the first time, because I just thought oh my God, I'm in grade 12. I'm about to graduate and figuring out what the rest of my life is like. And I'm waiting to hear whether I got into music school or not. Actually, this is all very ringing true, very for me. Except, unlike me, he will get into music school.
Well, I assume he's talented.
Yeah, exactly. And I just like got kind of overwhelmed with like how cool that would be to write a piece of music and then see all these adults play it and like sounded pretty good.
Yeah.
And like pretty competent players play it. And now he's going to have a chance to conduct it. So anyway, that's going to debut. I'm talking a lot about band. That's abnormal for me. But that's going to debut on Thursday, April 9th. And like, honestly, come to the concert. There's some good pieces and band music is cool. And no matter what Isaiah says.
I like band music. I just think it's nerdy.
Well, you're wrong.
As we sit in a room with Ninja Turtles,
looking at the Zelda posters in front
Wars
of me,
and yeah,
loser. Yeah, no, and good call on pointing out your own. I think there's a Game of Thrones giant banner next to just off camera.
Yeah.
Loser.
Oh goodness.
So yeah, what's new with you?
This is one of our final episodes in this space. Been moving, getting ready for a new space. I discovered how to get our mic working again. So that's exciting. So we'll be able to have guests in our new space.
That is excellent news. We'll probably do 2 episodes to get the kinks worked out.
Yes.
And because we record them at one time. Top secret. And then we'll have guests again. That'll be great.
That's super exciting for that. On your birthday, I messaged you at like midnight.
Yeah, I do. Did you wait up just to be the first one to message me?
Sure. No, I was finishing editing our episode.
Oh God.
I was finishing editing the episode before it went up. And I looked at the time and it was midnight. I was like, oh, I might as well message you now.
I was like, thanks, Isaiah. Why aren't you sleeping? It was funny. My sister calls me every morning, and she called me as she always does, and it's like, "Oh, how are things?" And she told me about her day the day before, and a few other things, and we got like 15 minutes into the conversation. I was like, "Cool. Anything else?" She's like, "You sure? Nothing at all.
Nothing important happened in your life.
Oh my God. She's like, I woke up first thing this morning. I said, I'm going to be the first person to say happy birthday to Caitlin.
Nope.
And no, failed.
Nope. No, other than that, we're getting ready to get into the new space. For those of you that watch on YouTube, it'll look different completely, obviously, a new space. But we'll also have a different way of sitting and looking at each other and having a space all together. It's gonna be great.
We had a great audience suggestion that we should look like we're talking to each other
instead of away from each other.
Yeah, and like the truth is we do look at each other on the camera because we are watching the monitor. Admittedly, I mostly watch myself.
Well, it is the Caitlin show.
Is that my smile? Okay, look at me smiling. No, I look at Isaiah when he's speaking, but I think it'll look more professional. Yeah,
it's going to be interesting. I'm very excited. So we'll see. Other than that, that's the main thing right now. Getting ready for that. Trying to get my knee right. I slipped and fell a while back and hurt my knee. And
yeah, well, you're acting like a teenager.
Yeah. It's been hurting ever since because old. And but I need to be ready for the May beer run.
Yeah,
it's coming up very soon.
Oh yeah.
That's not very, very soon. Like a month away, 2 months away now. Not even. Are you ready?
No.
Well.
But I will say, I think having that never-ending cold from January till now has made me feel even worse than I normally would have felt. So I was feeling pretty hopeless, even like walking up the hill to record these podcasts. But it didn't feel quite as hopeless. I don't know if you noticed when we were walking up the stairs, it wasn't quite as agonizingly painful walking up as it has been in weeks past. So I'm feeling like if I start doing some little walks,
all right,
we might be able to do this.
Be able to pull this off.
Might be able to pull this off. A month ago, I didn't think it was possible.
Well, also happy St. Patrick's Day. I guess this comes out the day after actual St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
Did you do anything for St. Patrick's Day weekend?
No. I went to play trivia at AJ's.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, what about you?
No, I did not. I got invited to go do stuff, but
Oh yeah, whatever, Mr. Popularity. I got invited to go places with people who love me.
yeah, it's true. People do love me because I am super popular.
Yeah, I know. You rub it in my face all the time.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Speaking of popular, let's talk about these days, these awareness days, awareness months.
Yeah. So the one that popped up, I always do, and I'm coming. Isaiah is pretty much, I would say, 95% responsible for this podcast. He records it. He does all the editing. He does the promotion. He does pretty much everything. But the one thing I'm responsible for, besides being the star, is coming up with the story topics.
Yes.
So this usually happens the day we record. I wake up and I go, oh no, I haven't thought of anything. And what I've been doing the last few is going Google search obesity news to see, and a lot of like scientific studies. So I'm like, that's interesting. That I read them and I'm like, I don't understand one word of what I just read. Can't talk about that. That's not light. Unlike us. So the one that came up is that apparently March is Obesity Month, International Obesity Month. Particularly March 4th was International Obesity
March
Day.
4th or March 3rd?
4th.
Oh, I don't remember. we missed it. Either way, we missed it.
Either way, we missed it, but I don't like, it's March 4th.
Okay.
I don't like being questioned.
Then why did you do a podcast with
me? Why don't you trust the things I say as fact? And I thought, wow, maybe we should do an episode about that. And they've got a great website, all kinds of facts, all kinds of interesting thing about raising awareness for obesity.
Yeah.
I mean, awareness is just looking around, throwing that out there.
Well, I mean, awareness is not necessarily just people are fat. I mean, that's right. Awareness is understanding why people are fat.
Okay, I guess. And yeah, so it's a very well done website. I highly recommend checking it out because they have ways to appeal to your government, do this, that, and the other thing. But I kind of felt like if there is an International Obesity Day and they're doing any kind of promotion, I feel like I should be prime target audience.
Yeah, I mean, I did not know there was that was a thing, but I feel like there's like a day for like I'm just looking at my calendar right now on the screen. It's like the 20th is like International Day of Happiness and World Storytelling Day. The 21st is like International Day of Forests and World Pottery Day. Like, I don't know. Sometimes it's just let's throw a date.
Burn those forests down to put those artifacts in the those art pieces in the fire.
The 22nd is World Water Day. It's just like there is just I feel like every day has a day.
And I guess part of that is to feed those social media algorithms, right?
Yeah.
Like, so if you have a vested interest in something and you know that it's your day, like I know that April 1st is International Trombone Day.
That's an April Fool's joke, right?
No. You'd think it was.
I mean, I guess fools only play trombone.
Like your nephew?
Yeah, he's a fool.
Like your sweet, sweet nephew?
Yeah, he's a fool. He walked all the way from his parents' place to my new place the other night while we were unpacking because he found out we were unpacking. It's crazy.
Was he holding his trombone?
No.
Did he come over to practice?
He will never come over not allowed to come over and practice.
What about when you have the soundproof room?
Still not allowed to come over and practice.
Why? Can I come over and practice?
No one's allowed to practice trombone in my house.
I'm going to come over and practice trombone. You know what? I'm going to start giving Wyatt trombone lessons at your house. Under
my roof, there will be no trombone.
I'm going to you know what? Your sister listens to this podcast, and I have my doubts. But if she does, I offer Wyatt absolutely free trombone lessons in Isaiah's house. And you know what? I've been playing for 30 years. That's a real offer.
Oh my goodness. Back to the topic on hand. I don't know. So days, like these awareness days, I think sometimes they're important.
Yeah, like also in March, on March 8th, was International Women's Day.
Yeah. So
And that's been 115 years.
Yeah, right. That's pretty important.
Yeah. Pretty important. It's
I
a
think
pretty, I'd say it's important.
I like Pride. I think Pride Month's very important. And it depends on where you live that changes, right? That's the other piece of the puzzle is
right.
Those days can change depending on where you're at.
Right. 100%. And you think like International Women's Day, it's like, okay, we can vote now and pretty much we're getting there on the equal pay thing. We're doing things. And then you have setbacks like the overturning of Roe v. Wade in the US. Not that we want to make this podcast overly political, but there are some days. Now, to have too many days, like International Day of Happiness, also important. But does that take away from, I don't know, Black History Month or
right? Like February is Black History Month, and like there's also Heart and Stroke Month is February.
Yeah, because of Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
which makes sense. And
so like it's like sometimes we overlap things too much, I guess.
But there's an argument there because I think statistically Black people are
more likely
to have a heart issue than
specifically what they call the widowmaker, which is the silent heart attack.
Right.
That's the bigger one for men, specifically Black men.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't have a strong opinion. I just thought it was when I stumbled upon World Obesity Day, I was like,
so
that seems heavy.
It's I'm gonna have a soundboard on the new one. That's what I'm gonna have.
You know, when I used to watch the podcasts that RF and John Ford and Brian Godso had, they had little sound effects that they could press during their podcast, and that was pretty fun.
But I don't know. I find those days, I think there are some ridiculous ones that are just like I don't see why that is a day, I guess. But
how dare you say that about International Trombone Day?
Listen,
just slide on over. Let us sound the bell.
God. But I do think that some days there are important ones, and I think that sometimes some days they're days to be days, and sometimes they're not. I guess I don't know.
That was really profound, Isaiah. Maybe you should extrapolate on that point.
Yes. There are days that are like International Day of Happiness. I don't understand that being a day. I don't know.
What are your thoughts on adopting new days? Like Anti-Bullying Day is a relatively new one, and that's that's also the last Wednesday in February, I believe.
Is that Pink Day?
Yeah, Pink Shirt Day.
Yeah, I thought it was Purple Shirt Day.
No, that's International Women's Day.
Oh, well,
because yeah.
I don't know. I think adopting new days is important too, right? Because we think the whole point is to bring awareness, right? And sometimes things are left to fester in dark corners of wherever, and sometimes we need to bring awareness to those things.
Sure. Now, having said that, if somebody's health is at stake and the issues around obesity and things like that, we like to talk about them every week, every year.
Yeah.
52 times a year. Well, really 51. We took Christmas off. But, and, there are issues on that front that often, but would a day help? Like if we had known that it was International Obesity Day on March 4th, we probably would have done the episode about it then. And
probably because that actually is Wednesday, and it would have made sense for us to.
Yeah, the week before my birthday, like it would have been great.
I think that the awareness piece is important, and I think that everyone does awareness in their own way. Like I think that's part of our podcast, right? It's just talking about stuff, having awareness that way.
Yeah.
Having a day for it is a little weird. It
makes feel weird, doesn't it?
Yeah. It makes sense if you're going to use it as a fundraising thing and a thing, but I didn't hear anything about it. So what that to me is it doing what it's supposed to be doing at that point?
Right. I feel like we're not that we're public, But if you're using the Facebook algorithms or whatever to find people to target this audience to, I feel like maybe the people that have a podcast about this topic might somehow creep in through those algorithms if you're doing any kind of paid advertising campaign. Like, did you know that it's International Obesity Day on March 4th?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that again, this goes back to sometimes days are just, they just make them to make them, right?
But who's they? That's the other thing. Somebody advocated for this and set up the website and paid to do this. Like,
who is they?
Who is they?
Who is they? That is like,
is a good question. We just keep using that generically, like, oh, the International Day people. Like,
it depends on like. I mean, like, it just depends on the place too, right? Like I said, like each province has its own special things that we do, and each area has its own special times that they do certain things. So I guess it just all depends on where you live, if it's really pushed or not. And I think that's another piece of the puzzle, that maybe we're just not the algorithm point for.
I don't know, the fattest province in Canada probably should be. Like, if anybody should be the target demographic for International Obesity Day, it should be the fat podcasters in New Brunswick.
And I'm the target audience for National Beer Day. I get that all the time.
Right. So they knew how to do their targeting. Fair enough. You do have an Instagram account, among other things, called Maritime Brews. I don't know if anybody ever listens to the end of our podcast, but yeah, it makes sense that you have that targeted to you.
This is true.
Much like it makes sense that we have International Obesity Day targeted at us. And maybe we will now after this
one. After this one, maybe they'll reach out to us and be like, what did we do wrong?
Can you be our ambassadors? Fatsiders?
Fat. That sounds like you're just going to babysit something fat. Fatsitters.
Oh, no, it's the am in front of it. Fatsitters. Like ambassadors and fatsitters. I try too hard.
Yeah, that's don't put that in your set.
Thanks, tips. You don't know what's in my set. You've never seen me.
That's true. Don't put it in your set. Take it out. If it's in your set, take it out.
Don't tell me what to do.
I'm going to.
It was International Women's Day on March 8th. I make my own decisions.
Well, it's not March 8th anymore.
And February's over.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh.
And I'm canceled.
And the show is over. But I don't know. The days are so weird. Like having certain, like, I get certain ones that are needed, but there are other ones that are just like, I don't know. International Happy Day, I see over here. It's just in the corner of my eye on the calendar thing. And I'm like, I don't get it.
But is it any more meaningful than St. Patrick's Day, which is widely celebrated?
Yeah. He ran the snakes out of Ireland.
Allegedly.
Well, there's no snakes on the island. It's like a metaphor for him driving the pagans out of the island, right? That's the whole.
Get it?
Yeah. I don't know.
History.
St. Patrick's Day.
Big deal here in St. John, New Brunswick.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of green.
It used to be huge, way bigger here than it has been recently, but
I don't know. It still looked pretty big. Leary's did their breakfast on Saturday.
Mm-hmm, they did. I love St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah,
I'm so sad I didn't do anything this year, but I was not in the ability to do anything this year.
Okay.
It's all right. Technically, it's on Tuesday. I could do something on Tuesday.
But why?
Because St. Patrick's Day.
Well, it's talking in circles. How about we end this episode?
All right, let's end this episode. Where can people find us on the internet?
You can find us at Kate and Isaiah Living Large on Facebook. And where can people find you?
At Maritime Brews on all of the social medias. Of course, we still have the Buy Me a Coffee going on for a new camera. Back to a new camera. I guess that's the thing. We got our mic working again, which is sweet.
If anybody has any suggestions and put in the comments, see who you want on this podcast. Yeah. I know we have a list of ideas that we've been accumulating over the last year, and by a list I mean people who have told me things and people I've thought of and have written down nowhere.
Perfect.
But they'll come to me.
Heck yeah. Or, we're going into this new space. If you have suggestions for what you'd like to see in the new space or like how you'd like it to look, we've got ideas coming through. So that's great.
Yeah.
And of course, if you are listening, wherever you listen to your podcast at, if you can like, share, subscribe over there, or hop on our YouTube to see one of the last times you'll see this space in this area. That would be much appreciated. And if you can like, share, subscribe over there, that's great. But until next week, bye.